Last week, Bitcoin got a 10% move to the downside after rejecting from the 200-week moving average, and we are currently getting a small bounce from a key level of support. But the question is, are we going to continue much lower? Well, there's bad news and there's good news, and we're going to be getting into that. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the most accurate Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. First of all, Bitcoin last week did come up to that 200-week moving average, giving us a rejection. Not only was it the 200-week moving average, but it was also a very key zone of resistance. And the reason why we were unable to break this resistance is because when we look at market Cipher B right here, we could see the money flow gave us a very big hump and then a much smaller hump as the price was making a higher high into this zone of key resistance, printing the dreaded upside down uneven butt cheek pattern where we have that left butt cheek nice and big and juicy, the right butt cheek, nice and skinny over here, kind of like that old waitress at the diner with the veins popping out of her neck with the Brooklyn accent. You know what I'm talking about over here. Now, we were coming up to this key zone of resistance, the 200-week moving average, bearish divergences, and so we were prepared for this short trade right here in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, which is why we did take that trade, and I'm currently still holding the trade, understanding that there is a real potential here for a big move to the downside. And here are some reasons why we could get a lot more continuation to the downside after rejecting from this 200-week moving average. Number one, we saw the uneven butt cheek pattern. Number two, we're seeing the SBF upside down man boot pattern here where the momentum waves and the money flow are both getting lower. This is historically a very top signal. And if we take a look at some volume that has traded here, we can see that we're actually rejecting from the top of a very large value area. And let me just explain what exactly this means. When the price of any asset is trading, it's always going to be finding a fair value zone. The market participants are going to be establishing what is considered to be a fair value for the asset. They are going to be establishing this fair value zone by buying and selling the asset between a certain price range. And we can see for the past almost a year actually now, we have been trading Bitcoin within the price zone of $25,000 and about $17,000. And typically what happens here is when the price comes up to the top of this fair value zone, it's considered a premium. And so investors will take profit and or sell and or short the asset from these zones. And when we come down to the area where it's considered low value or on the cheap, then that's where people are going to be buying and or closing short positions, and we typically will get a move back up to the top of the value area. And you will find that most of the time the asset is ranging in these fair value zones. We can see one right over here, we can see one right over here, we can see one right over here, and basically these large value zones are made up of much smaller value zones. And this is basically how we are able to buy low and sell high, right? This is how we were able to buy low and sell high. This determines what is high and low. And so if we are not going to hold one of the key supports that we're about to go over with the key bullish patterns that we're about to go over, there is a very real chance we could get a move back down to the $19,000 high volume node or retest the lows that we put in November. So there is a real chance that we could get a little bit lower here, but there's a silver lining and there's actually some good news. If we go to a lower term time frame, we can see that the Bitcoin price is currently holding support right now. And there's something that we need to understand, and that is the market structure. Right now, we're in bullish market structure. What does that mean? It means we're in an uptrend. From our low in November, we have put in our low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. And what that means is unless the Bitcoin price actually loses this key low that we put in right here at around 21,400, which was a very key zone of support, one of the areas we're looking to take a long trade from in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give our levels every single day, our trade setups, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. We gave the short setup from 25 to 85. We gave the long setup from 22,891. That is currently the long trade that I am in right now from the exact bottom here. And it's not a signals group, guys, but it's a learning community where you will learn a lot, especially if you've been doing this for a while. We have 3 live streams a day. Also, if you want to take advantage of this volatility on ByBit, link in the description, link in the pinned comment, 0% limit fees. This is actually great for people who are trading on lower term timeframes because those fees can really eat into your profits. Also, if you deposit $100, you get 1 month free of our Crypto Fusion trading bot. Now, check it out, the bot, for more information on what exactly that is. JasonCasperTrading.com. Go ahead and click this link. Also, guys, if you want to learn how to trade and do this the right way, where you can have a plan in advance, weeks in advance, and then know exactly when to execute, check out the 20% discount on these trading courses. These are changing the way thousands of people are approaching these charts. So as long as we don't lose the key low at 21,371, we are still technically in bullish market structure here, which means there's no reason why, if we're going to hold support, we can't expect another higher high to be put in. In fact, if we take a look at some of these lower term time frames, we're actually starting to see some bullish things form. So for me, the line in the sand is 21,371. If this is not lost, I will actually remain in my long trades, and I'm in multiple long trades right now. So what is happening right now? We need to go down to a lower term time frame. We are actually holding a key support right now. As you can see, if we take a look at this range that we have been trading basically since the end of January, you can see that the price currently is coming down to the middle of that range. Again, we've established a local fair value zone, and we're actually holding some support. And this is one of the reasons why we were looking to take a long trade from that exact level last Monday during the Casper Crew VIP live stream, because we had a very nice confluence of a high volume node with a Fibonacci golden pocket retracement right there. And so there's 3 levels of support that I am looking that if these hold, I am going to be holding my long trades and looking for higher levels. First of all, we have this high volume node. Second of all, we have some other key levels on the chart. We have the high volume node with the golden pocket. That is going to be zone number 1. We are currently holding this support right here. I am currently long from that exact level, from the setup that we gave in the Casper for VIP Discord. The second zone is going to be the value area low of this range, confluence with the 786 Fibonacci. And if we take a look at this, this is around the 22.2 to 22.3 level. If we just drag this box back a little bit farther, we can see that this is a very key level of support resistance flip, right? We've got ourselves over here. It was acting as support multiple times in the past. And then this exact box was acting as our resistance before the breakout. So this is going to be the next level. And then finally, that last level of support for me is going to be 21,779, where we have the 886 Fibonacci, as well as a weekly level of support. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click the bell for notifications for these juicy technical analysis updates. These are going to be the 3 main levels that, if held, we will maintain bullish market structure and we can look for another high. So what are the signs we're going to be looking for on the chart in order to know that we're going to bounce from one of these levels? Well, for me, it's actually the opposite of what we saw at the high where we took the short. Now I'm going to be looking for the regular uneven butt cheek pattern, where we have a juicy left butt cheek followed by a skinny right butt cheek. As the price continues to make lower lows, we want to see the momentum making higher lows. And if we go down to our 1 hour time frame right now, as we came down to this key zone of support where we're currently getting a bounce, we can actually start to see the 1 hour time frame giving us these bullish divergences, this uneven butt cheek pattern, where as the price is coming down to make a lower low into key support, we're seeing the oscillator make higher lows on market Cipher B. This is exactly what we were looking for on the 1 hour time frame right up here. We were looking for those bullish divergences to form as we came into this key zone of support right here. So right now, we're actually starting to see some potential bullish reversal signs. Now, for me, I like to see these divergences on the 1 to 4 hour time frame if we're going to get a significant reversal. What that means is this. Right now, because we're getting these bullish divergences on the 1 hour time frame, I'm actually expecting a little bit more movement to the upside from this zone. Now, if we start to come down even lower into some of these other key zones of support that we have on the chart, and we start to see these bullish signs on the 4 hour time frame, well, then to me, that is going to be a macro bottom signal. The 4 hour time frame for me is the macro bottom signal. In fact, one of the reasons why we were so dang bullish in the Casper Crew VIP Discord back at this low right here was because we were printing those bullish divergences on the 4 hour time frame as the price was continuing to get lower here. And that is why we gave the setup from that zone. I'm actually holding a trade from that zone on another exchange still from that low, looking at this as a swing trade, right? And so if we start to see that on the 4-hour time frame, we can say, okay, this very well could be a big pivot point on the chart. Something else that's very key here is we want to make sure that we're seeing these big green bottoms on market Cipher be on the 4-hour. Those big green dots are showing us that a significant bottom is in, and especially if we start to see more than one on the 4-hour time frame, that is showing us that a significant bottom is in. So these are the levels we need to be looking out for. These are the confirmations we need to be looking out for, and we are going to be taking this level to level, looking at our indicators, determining whether or not this is a good place to either close a short or enter a long, or maybe do nothing and wait out for another trade. So that is it, guys, for today's video. May God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua, the Messiah. I pray everybody is very, very blessed in multiple ways, even if you are not religious. And I will see everybody in that next video. Peace.